Coming to you from the Flipping Made Easy studio at the Chop Sports Cabinet Creation Sports Desk, here is Jason Gomez and Don Kernan. This is the TGC News.
The Don Kernan Show.
Don, what's up? Don, hey, listen, welcome back.
Good to be back.
Glad to have you here. TGC, what's going on, guys? Creamridge, what's going on, guys? We had a great week. Could have been better, but we did have a good week of golf, though. So I don't want to skip a beat. I want to get into what people are probably already thinking when the show just started here. Did I shoot in the 80s? And the answer is kinda.
See, this is math. It's a freaking number.
Well, here's
on Sunday, the day
on
we talked, or the day we spoke of, the day that I bet, the day that we talked of, the day I put my heart, my soul into your score. Did you shoot in the 80s?
I'm going to tell you what happened, Don. Let me explain. So you guys know I'm having a little bit of an issue with my swing. I get out there Friday with my father-in-law at Creamridge, shoot a 105, not happy. And the funny thing was that once again, I get to the range, I'm destroying the ball, hitting it, I'm fading, I'm doing everything I want to do with the ball until the last 5 minutes. I get the shikes again. Lasted the whole round, 105. I had a couple good shots, but a 105. In any case, as luck would have it, Saturday, I played in my first ever members tournament. I played in a doubles tournament there. You guys at Creamridge, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Guest member.
The guest member tournament there. Me and one of our members participated as well. The weather was awful.
Yes, it was.
It poured, but we still got our round in.
Yes, you did.
And we had a great day.
I was looking down the 18th fairway, and literally the carts were making wakes in the fairway.
It was bad. I'll tell you what, it was very, very bad, which was disappointing because I opened up par, bogey, par, bogey, bogey. I was +3 over like after 6 before like the monsoon came in.
It was like Caddyshack.
Oh, it was bad. It was very, very bad. But one thing I could say is that the golf course could hold water.
Yeah,
that's what I mean.
Yeah.
When we got stuck on the 6th hole, I believe, Richie, if you're watching, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it was the 6th hole or 7th hole that we got stuck. We were under a tree, hoping it was going to pass because it was overcast the whole day, right? I mean, Saturday was an overcast day. Even when we got there, Kevin said, "Listen, guys, do your best, have a good time. It is what it is right now." It wasn't cold. Definitely not Eagle Cup cold.
No,
it wasn't cold.
Eagle Cup cold.
Not even close to Eagle Cup cold, but it was wet.
Yes.
So now we're under a tree and we're hanging out and we had a couple of drinks and we're just talking and BS and waiting for the weather to pass. And we see on the green a puddle forming.
Oh yeah.
Now most golf courses I've played in, when a puddle forms, not only are you done for the day, but you're done probably for the weekend.
Yep.
But I don't know who your groundskeeper is. I don't know who put the drainage system into this place, but they deserve a medal, a cookie, maybe 10 credits.
I will say
I don't know.
We have the best. Not groundskeeper, superintendent. We have a guy, he's in charge. The best superintendent that I've ever dealt with in golf. The reason that course looks the way it is because of him. I won't mention his name. Doesn't want me to mention his name, but honest to God, it's the way that when I do my job as events manager, I never have to sell that course.
Well, seriously, kudos to him because it was fantastic. So. We figured,
back to the excuse.
Yes, it's coming. So we figured that we were rained out. We figured it was going to happen, but you know what? We're going to go to the Roost. We're going to get a hamburger. I saw you in there. You were a little under the weather, but we talked a little bit.
I'm still under the weather a little bit. I still have a little bit of a tummy thing, so let me apologize in advance.
Oh boy. So we'll try to shoot through this real quick
before we don't say shoot right now.
Wasn't there a story with the what's the big law thing going on? Are you following this, like the court battle right now with Johnny Depp?
I haven't watched it, but now I'm concerned about my mic for tomorrow. Like I gotta get the Lysol spray.
It's actually at this point right now. It's the other end. You really should be concerned about presently. Okay. Okay.
But no, I have not followed the Johnny Depp. It's a lot of entertainment.
There's something about someone deucing up on a
bed. She got mad at him and went in the bedroom.
Family show.
And went in the bedroom and did a number 2.
Okay.
And not a 115, a 2 in the bed, and left it there, and then went to one of the big concerts.
Oh God, love.
It's great. It's great.
Any case, so we'll get back.
Realistically, who hasn't taken a dump in their lover's bed?
Lord Jesus, this is.
Am I the only one?
You know, we have like 3
This is
sponsors
called going
right
off the
now.
rails, gentlemen.
Yeah, we might hit the edit button later on.
Knew I should
So-
have drank.
So now here I am. Now we go inside. We're in the roost. I had a delicious burger. Actually, no, I had the fajita. Richie had a burger. We're hanging out for an hour. A couple of friends of mine actually who have their league there as well too. They were there. I think it was a league day also. So they're there and they got around early in the morning. They're just hanging out, having a burger. So we're there for maybe a good 45 minutes, an hour. And my partner Richie said, I'm going to go talk to Kevin. Let's see if we're going to continue this maybe next week, or how can we finish this? We only got 6 holes in. So he goes, and Kevin said, listen, if you guys want to play, like we're trying to get this done. So Richie, a couple drinks in, maybe Richie said, you know what, Jay, let's go play. So you know what, the game on, let's go.
I honestly think that's something you should do every Sunday now. Every Sunday you should, because you start at 7:30 most of the time, right?
Yeah, 7 years. Yeah.
Just, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. So just
if
couple
you
shots of
think
tequila.
if you think that we're not
Okay, I know. I've met a lot of the guys.
that we're not petting the goose before we start teeing off.
I've met a lot of guys. I met a lot of guys on Sunday, and a lot of them are very happy at the end of the round.
Oh, extremely
Yes.
happy. And if you look at our scores on the bottom of the screen right now, there's not so much reason to be happy, but they're just having a good time. And that's the point of TGC anyway, right? To have a good time here. Everything else is kind of secondary to that. So in any case, so we did finish our round. Pouring rain, back and forth, slower, harder. The puddles disappeared, which is absolutely phenomenal on the green. And I wound up shooting a legitimate 87.
Okay.
It was fantastic. I came home, waterlogged, drenched, smelling like, that mildew rain smell. That's my clothes smell like. Oh, my golf clothes, everything, right? My bag the next day, my clubs. So I come home in a great mood. Babe, I shot an 87. I'm ready for tomorrow. This is the greatest thing. My swing is back. I feel fantastic. Fast forward to Sunday. We get there. I don't hit a bucket because now on Sunday mornings I'm running around. I'm trying to set everything up. I'm helping out, making sure the guys are there. It's a little bit of a different atmosphere when you're running a league or a tournament, right? So I don't get it, but I'm still overly confident because I know that I just shot an 87. My swing is back. So first hole, par the first hole. I'm like, this is over, guys. It might be a 77 today. Second one, line drive into the water. Third one into the water. I did save a lot of holes.
You know you're not supposed to do that, right?
No. It's not the object. Well, on Saturday I didn't. I picked the wrong day.
Well, actually, we're hitting the ball in the water anyway, which is raining.
That's true. Fair point. So I wound up shooting a 91, and it wasn't a good 91, but I saved a lot of strokes. Yeah, I went up and down for a lot of places, which is fantastic for me. My irons still need need some work anyway, but I did shoot a 91. I wound up happening to win my round, but I didn't even know I won the round. And really, for the first time in the years that I've ran TGC, I always have a good time with my guys, but we laughed, we joked, my foursome, it was fantastic. I had such a good time, and it really is the first time. I did not know the score until the last hole, where I told my riding partner, my buddy, who I happened to know actually from 15 years ago, believe it or not. He actually knew me and my wife before we were married.
Okay.
It's funny how everything kind of comes into play. So Matt, what's up, buddy? If you watch the show, you better be watching the show. So we had a great time.
Matt, I need dirt on him. I need dirt.
Matt, Sean, Mike, we had such a good time, such a blast. I wound up getting lucky and winning the round, but it really didn't matter. It didn't. He blames me because the last hole I told him I was up 1 point and I wound up holding whatever. But super great time. But it wasn't all good. And I said in the beginning of the show, and I wanted to bring it up, but I know you feel about the same way I feel about this later. But the one issue, it's always been a problem with any league that I've run, unfortunately, especially when you get to the 40 numbers, are the no calls and
no shows,
right? It's tough.
It is. You're trying to do this. All the guys, it's not even just you. It's everybody. They get set up for this day. They have this thing. We do the show before. I make my bets. It's all about me. As usual, I actually have a lot of exes who will say it's usually all about me.
Do you guys have a penalty for like guys that aren't showing?
Good call.
We haven't yet. That's a great idea. Someone actually made a post about that. We haven't done that yet, and we really haven't had the need to do so before. This year it's a little different. We're at 40 members here, so we're almost double where we went. We're kind of at the limit where Creamridge is. I spoke with Bobby. Said I really don't want more than 40 right now. We'll figure out another way at the end of the day if we have to. Whatever.
We don't like to do.
That's a good number. That's a high number actually.
We don't like to do outings in general. On and even though there's a relationship between us and TGC, it's an outing. It's a very good one for both of us. I mean, again, going back to after the round, I was working at an event, a different event, but everybody stayed. You guys came around the bar, had food, drink. Everybody's laughing. It was a good time. I got to meet so many of the guys. But the problem is what you're trying to do. Yeah, right. It is. You know, it's 7:30 on a Sunday. Try and call up today to any good golf course to get at 7:30 on a Sunday. But I like what you said. Is there a penalty? You know, and eventually, because now, you know, you're at the point in this club that. Yeah, a lot of guys. You got a lot of guys.
First could be a warning. Second could be you're out. Like that's it.
Well, there are a couple ideas that I spoke with, and even last year, because and this is the coolest thing about Cream Ridge that last year when I was meeting with Bob every week, we were talking about different things and ideas in the league and everything else, and I had a week where like 5 or 6 guys missed it, and he didn't say a word. I only had 24.
We don't.
He didn't say a thing to me, and I said, "Listen, Bob, is there anything I can do for you?" He goes, "Jay, if it gets out of hand,
right,
then we'll address it. Then and we'll figure out something."
If it's every week, and selfishly, as the guy from Cream Ridge, it's not the no show as much as the no call, because you and I work together. So if you have a no call and it's or I'm sorry, a no call to you. Then, you know, if you have 4 no calls, I just open up a tee time. And it's gone, and that tee time will be gone in 5 minutes.
Right.
On the tee sheet.
So we had, for this week, we had 7 subs, and we still had people missing. Now, don't get me wrong. We are, a lot of these guys are bowlers. We talk about this the last couple of shows, right? So these guys are bowlers. So I know the prior commitment for a lot of these guys, and they have subs lined up for this as well, too. Our sub list used to be 15, 20 deep. Now guys are asking for subs, and now like the well is dry because a lot of these subs became members. Because the subs play around, they play in the league. They say, "Oh, this is fantastic. I want to get involved." So we're kind of draining out. We did pick up 4 more subs actually last week. Believe it or not, that are going to be subs. I
was actually going to ask that because we talked about one of the outings we had that needed people, and I sent the video, and he wants to join. It's Rogue One, which Rogue One football in Hamilton have it, so he wants to join. So I'm going to send you his information.
Yeah, and even for this season right now too, just to sub and meet the guys and get a feel for what's going on. Yeah, that's absolutely fantastic. And he emailed me. I emailed him back, but please let him know that give him my number.
I will absolutely do that. I actually talked to him today. Yeah, because his is next Tuesday. They're outing.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like I said, last year I think we had maybe 18 subs on our list, plus the members that we had. It was no one ever missed. It didn't matter when they had to miss for it.
Right.
Those no call, no shows hurt. Every year there's always 1 or 2 guys that it becomes consistent, and normally they kind of wean themselves out because they know they're not really participating. And unfortunately, that happens. You can't control the 1 or 2. That 5% is always going to be there. But if it becomes where it's getting more extensive, that's when we have to step in and kind of figure something out. So, Dave, to your point, we have to have something. We're not doing it right now. Let's call this like the formal warning as far as what's going on. But in time, what we'll probably wind up doing is taking like a $50 deposit for like a no-show deposit. And the first time you miss, we'll probably use that for the course. Say, listen, the course is going to get paid for that round that you missed. And if it happens again for that, like 2 no call, no shows, and that's it. Listen, things happen. And guys, we're not talking about
family.
Life takes over, right? The family stuff, the emergencies, that all happens. But for me on a Sunday morning to have to doing the 17 other things that I'm doing, trying to track down people, I'm not sure if they're going to make it for their tee time. That's rough. And it's unfair. And you guys know, like anyone who's ever met me know, I put everything into this league because I enjoy it. I love like what it's become. I think it's the most fun, one of the most fun things I've ever done, and I will continue to do so. But I need you guys to work with me a little bit more as far as that's concerned. I think that's fair.
I agree, and you know, maybe what Cream Ridge can do is maybe if you give me, we get contact information. If you want to get more subs, if you want to. Let's open up a list or a number someplace where we can get you some of our guys who are close anyway into the.
I think that's a no-brainer. I think 100% we'll talk off the air, but yeah, I think that's a no-brainer. And I
didn't know you had that many. No, you had that many. So.
It's only another week, and then the bowlers come back, and then it's normally 2 or 3 guys a week, which is normal sub vacation. I'm taking a vacation. I'm missing a week myself, so that happens.
That's right. Bowling season's just about up.
When that ends, it's a big difference. So getting through bowling, even last year, getting through football. I mean, we can't compete with football, right? We had 28 or 32 members for the fall last year. I think it was 28. And we're averaging 6 to 8 people missing a week because teams playing early and who's playing late. And it gets into that.
Actually, if you remember last week's show, you're the guy that did the show last
Chris,
week.
yeah.
Chris actually had a way to compete with football. If you remember, it was kind of full contact golf.
Yeah, tackle golf. Yeah.
I mean, look, he's an innovator. You know what I mean? He comes up with all this sorts of crap. You know what, though? He'll only say it if he knows he can dominate it.
Yeah, I kind of got that. Good guy. But he had kind of had it. It was almost like armed golf. You know?
I like it.
So,
but there's a lot of good stuff that happened last week too. Let's talk about the good. I don't like talking.
So
about
in the end, we have to go back. You didn't break. You know.
Damn, I almost got through that. I thought
that little gerbil in my head was waiting. Just waiting.
You know what? I was 80 going into the 17th, which is the par 3.
Yes,
so
it is.
So 80 is very much in play if you go into.
For 2 holes.
If you go into
two
the
holes.
17th with 80, right?
Especially a par 3.
I wound up doubling that, and no, I was 81 going in because I wound up bogeying the 17th, and I was on the green at 3 putted. That hurt, but I was far out from the green, but I still 3 putts always hurt.
Yep.
Then I hit a very good tee shot on the par 5 on the 18th. I laid up properly. I was a little short with my chip, and I had the birdie at that point in order to shoot 89. Okay. So I didn't. I wound up 2 putting anyway for 6 there to give me my 91.
Okay. So not under 90.
No.
Just
there goes my bet.
No.
Me too. The first one of mine.
Money on you, Jay.
But you know what, though, FanDuel, I think the odds dropped. Someone had a lot of money on Sunday morning. Somebody put a big bet, like a $7 bet or something.
So really,
the odds just changed. Everything started going bananas.
Okay.
Yeah. We almost broke Vegas. So now I'm getting the texts like, did I throw on purpose? And that kind of thing. There was someone paying me the 45 cents to kind of
for the vig.
But anyway, so yes, that's what happened. But enough about me. We have a lot of guys playing tremendous golf right now. We have a newcomer. 2 newcomers are actually in the show right now. Right? We have. Let me just pull these guys up right now. We have Steve Saldano, actually a friend of mine, another bowler too. But I didn't meet him through bowling. We met him again through work, and we worked together for a couple of years. Awesome guy. Very, very good golfer as well. He makes the show. He's texting me, and it's funny. Real quick story. I was taking pictures. I don't know if you saw me, and I was taking pictures, trying to get as many guys as I could. I did not get everybody. So, guys, if you didn't see me yet, please find me next week with your shirt on. We need pictures for the graphics, for the website, and everything that we're doing. So I didn't get. I thought I got Steve, but it didn't save for whatever reason. So last night I said, Steve, you got to do me a favor. You're in the show. You got to send me a picture with your shirt on. So the guy runs. He takes a picture for you. He goes, I hope you're not getting the bottom for you. There's nothing on the bottom right now, just the top. So the guy takes a picture just like from here up. It's like from here up over here with his shirt on, but it's a shirt. And now you see it.
So he had. Can
we pull up Steve real quick if he's not there already?
He had no pants.
That's my friend Steve. That's why he's cut off. He's cut off right here.
Steve, what were you doing that you didn't have pants on?
Fantastic guy. Loves the shirt. Baby. Looks golf. Good in navy blue. He's a golf. So Steve Saldana, newcomer, Saldano and Clark, both of them in the show, new guys there, and they're meeting for the first time ever. 2 brothers are in the show. Now, the show, Dave, if you're not sure what that is, it's a top group. That's 1 through 4. Those are the main stage. That's the main event for every single golf match is the show. These guys are in the show right now. So you have Saldano, you have Clark. Saldano has been shooting in the 80s. Clark has been shooting in the high 90s. Again, the handicap system works.
Handicap works.
We have Andrew Funk, who shot an 83 last week. Richie Funk, who I played with on Saturday, who shot a 101, I believe. I'll double check my numbers, but I believe it was a 101 this week. And they're both in the show. They're having good draws. They're winning holes when they have to win holes. And now you have brothers for the first time ever that are competing with each other in the show. Doesn't get better than that.
It doesn't.
That's must-see television.
I'm getting a little weepy.
Chop Sports needs to get out there with a video camera and get this on.
Actually, I have an idea.
Yeah.
We need to talk.
Let's do it.
I have an idea.
So I think that's pretty cool. Andrew has been red hot. I said in the beginning of the season, the first show we had, this guy is the best swing in the club, and I think he's just getting better and better. He's young, but I also said that gets temperamental.
Yes,
you remember?
His head. I do.
But I guess it's hard to flip out when you're in every fairway. When you're driving 250, 260, when you're in every fairway, when you're 2-putting everything, when bogey is the worst score you're going to put on your scorecard. I mean, the guy's averaging, I think, 84 right now. Well, the young man's averaging 84 right now. He's playing
what's
phenomenal
his
golf. Andrew Funk, let me look it up real quick for you. Andrew Funk is actually.
I threw this out. I'm sorry, people.
No, it's a 14-4. He's actually, I don't want to say it, but he's my hand. I'm a 14-3. He's a 14-4. And he's, it's not, I know. You don't have to say it.
I don't.
I know. Please
115.
Say it. Listen, it's not how you say hello.
What's that?
It's not how you say hello. It's how you say goodbye.
Wow.
I'm a
This
closer.
is getting deep.
I think I just
I'm a closer.
I think I just they're thrown off the show.
See that? Take that. So right now, yeah, Andrew, no, 83-83, his first 2 rounds. Steve Soldano, 87-84. Those guys are in the top right now. And this is how friggin' much I love the way our format is. Let me read the other 2 guys, see if I could find them. Richie has gone 97-101. All right. And
Very consistent.
It is consistent. And Brian Clark has gone 98-98. Extremely consistent.
Very consistent.
Right. So again, we have guys who are shooting in the 80s that are just missing those weeks. We have guys that are shooting in the hundreds that are winning those weeks.
What would be an example in your inconsistency in the first 2 rounds? He's not following along closely enough.
I'm gonna find myself. I'm just looking what my second round. Yeah, 115-91, and that's the model of inconsistency.
Yes,
and that's me. And thank you.
That's why I'm here.
Thank you.
That's why you keep bringing it up.
I appreciate that.
Actually,
there are other guys inconsistent too.
The guys
so
on Sunday said that's the part they enjoy the most, the busting of the balls.
But you know what though? If you think about it, and that's definitely the most fun, the best part about our league is the breaking of the chops. We definitely break shoes in our league, and it's fantastic.
And honestly, when I walked in and because I was like doing the event, and I could see I bit in there. It's serious. Like, and I don't mean serious. I don't mean you guys don't take it serious, because you do. You're there on a Sunday morning. Mostly probably only have 1 or 2 days off. You're there on a Sunday morning, but there's a fun and camaraderie to it. And I think that goes to how you guys score it and how you play. I think that's a big part of when you I saw it because you guys all had most of the guys had the shirts on. So I knew, even though I'm just starting to know them, I knew who they were. So you could just see, they were hanging out outside because it was a beautiful day. The deck, our patio was open. Some guys were out there. Some guys were sitting around the bar.
There were some guys that were there pretty late too. The wives had to kind of reach out. I think one of the wives might have been on the group page looking to see if they're home yet.
Lord.
So yeah, we may have to talk about a curfew for TGC also. Make sure my guys aren't there past maybe 3.
So as the representative of the restaurant, you want me to talk about a curfew? Jesus. I'm going to veto. I have veto power. I veto the curfew.
Now you got me thinking about this. I should be happy. I improved by 24 strokes.
Exactly. That's one way to look at it. Now the next day.
That really isn't a bad job.
Next Sunday, or the following Sunday.
So we have another great score from a great guy also. And I want to talk about him because he's one of my favorites. And this is one more thing about the league. He came in last year. The people that the guys are bringing into the league or are finding out about us happen to all be fantastic. The guys I've spoken to and I've had conversations right now with, I think, everybody in the league when they're there, and they're fantastic people. They really, really are. We got this guy who won the best round with handicap. He first time ever breaking 90, I believe is what he told me this week. Uncle Tommy Robinson. He actually won also. He won one of the Cream Ridge events. I forgot which one it was. He played one of the first ones, and he wound up winning the tournament.
Really?
Yeah, the guy's hot right now. Awesome guy. He's everyone's favorite Uncle Tommy. He shot an 87. The guy is minus 15 with handicap.
Jeez,
that's a good score.
Yeah, that's a really good day. That's a really good day.
He's a guy too. And last year I played with him in the show when I was playing good golf. He was in the show with me also. And he's a guy, he's one of those smooth swings, doesn't really get into trouble too much. Yeah, he's very even keel. So he's a guy like he can chip in a shot to beat you for the round, and you're gonna clap for him because it's that kind of nice guy.
Just happy for him.
He's just one of those
guys.
Which
is really it's the way it's supposed to be.
Well, you think so, and it is when you're talking here, when you're on the green.
I know. I may or may not have thrown my share of clubs in my life. Don't do that. Yeah, we don't do that.
We definitely have some club throws. If there was an Olympics sport,
my brother's throwing a couple clubs that haven't landed yet.
Yeah. Dude, I honestly got a true story. It's a true story. We were playing years ago. My friend Rock was playing, and it was a par 3. And he threw his 9-iron into a tree, and it didn't come down. Then he threw his 8-iron.
It's impressive.
What's impressive is he threw his 8-iron to get it down, and that one got stuck.
That'd have been cool if he knocked the 9-iron down, the 8-iron got stuck.
And there's Rock with his driver sitting on the cart back trying to poke his clubs out of the tree.
We haven't got any clubs stuck so far this year. Last year we did get a couple balls stuck in the tree though.
Really?
Yeah, that's kind of hard to do.
That's actually more impressive than the club.
We had one guy, I forgot who it was, but we had one guy who actually took a picture. It's got to be on our group page somewhere. The ball got stuck in the tree. I guess it happens. Hey, what's going on with the first hole? I talked to Kevin. I know you guys are cutting it off right now.
Yeah, we have some guys that were it's not marked, it's not out of bounds. It's ground under repair.
Right.
So you do get relief of where if you hit the tee up to hit the first tee and you go left, it's marked. That white line is not out of bounds. It is
it's free relief.
It's relief. So you get to a club length, you bring it back to where it crossed that line, and you get a club length. The problem we were having,
the guys were ecstatic about it.
Yeah, the problem we were having, we were having guys that would really go left and like 18th fairway left, and then try to play it over our And it's God is my witness. I've seen guys playing not the 9 hole, which is on the other side of one, hit it so far right that they're playing the 18th. So
it happened. Now, listen, it happens. I've been there. I've definitely been behind that building numerous times.
Yeah,
but I'm the guy that lays up. I'm always the guy who lays up.
Yeah, it was becoming a problem, more and more of a problem, and so because if you go too far, now you're blocking the 18th. So now you have a guy from the first hole standing in the middle of the 18th fairway, or stuff like that. So this is the best way. This is the fairest way. So it helps everybody really.
Hey, that's fine by me. Hey, tell us a little bit about the tournament going on this weekend at Cream Ridge. I'm looking up an email from the Colonel.
All right, this week we have you're much like we did with the Masters. It's a $10 entry. You make your own tee time. Kevin will be there, and it's basically on Sunday. It's $10, and what happens is you enter, and then you pull somebody that's actually in the PGA, still playing in the PGA Championship on Sunday. You pull a name out of a hat, and that's your partner for the day. So your score with handicap plus his score.
That's pretty cool.
We did it for the Masters, had a lot of success. We don't have many signed up. We do have some tee times available. So, the Masters was the Masters. This is the PGA. It's still a great tournament.
When is it? Is this weekend?
It's Sunday. It's Sunday.
Some of your TGC guys should get some extra reps and sign up for this.
I'm pretty sure they're going to be there. And I think you had 3 or 4 of them for the first time you guys did that thing.
Okay.
I know you definitely had some of my guys. I'm not sure how many. But, guys, if you're listening right now, we're off this weekend. Go support Cream Ridge. It's a cool tournament. I played one of them, but a bunch of you guys, I think that might have been the one Tommy won.
Okay.
Uncle Tommy might have won that tournament.
The Masters.
The Masters one.
One.
That may have been the one. Uncle Tommy, if you're watching, can you post click down low and fill it in there? Which one did you win this year? I know it was definitely one of them.
So it's actually a really cool idea because then you're sitting there watching the Masters board at the end of the day after you shoot out your round, because some guys were doing that.
I think it's a really cool idea. I'm a little upset I didn't think of it.
Yeah.
No, I think that makes all the sense in the world, and I think it's something that I can't see not having 40, 50 guys.
Kevin is doing, and we from where we were before to where we are now with Kevin. Kevin's really doing a good job, a great job with his events and his out and as well his tournaments and things like that. And they're only going to get. It's like you said. I wish I thought of it. It seems like such a no-brainer.
No, I think it's an absolute brilliant idea.
Yep.
I think it's cool. I think it gives it that element of chance, which is always good in golf anyway for the guys like me and like the other 90 golfers, 80 golfers, 100 golfers. I think it's fantastic. I did get to speak with Kevin a little bit also after the tournament on Saturday, and the guy's a high energy guy. The guy's awesome. Really, really good energy, very positive. We spoke about the Callaway system, which is actually really, really cool. The Callaway handicap system that you guys use if someone doesn't have a handicap. I thought it was actually extremely, it was different than anything I would have ever thought of. I thought it was really, really cool. And it even the playing field the same way that we try to do with our format as well too. So kudos to him, Kev, if you're watching, buddy. Can't wait to work with you. I know we talked about some ideas as well. I'm sure we'll get together.
And not to bring it up, and so that's between. But the idea he had that he discussed with you, I said that's Jason Hall. That's all. That's Jason. That's you need to talk to him. He said he was coming in today. So
Yeah, I can definitely see working with him. And we spoke about a couple of things too, some ideas for later on also. Guys, before I lose this here, I'm not going to talk too much about the Eagle Cup today, but I am going to mention that Old Bridge High School and the Air Force, the ROTC program, what we raise the money for the scholarship program. They're doing a car wash this weekend. If you guys are around, check it out, please. I'm going to have a picture once I put the video together later on. I don't have one. I just got this one actually not too long ago, but it's at Old Bridge High School. It is May 21st from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. It's $5 per vehicle, and all the proceeds go to the OBHS Air Force ROTC. So if you guys are around, check it out. That'd be kind of cool.
It was good. A good bunch of kids last year.
Oh, they were fantastic.
Yeah,
those kids were so cool,
yeah,
and
they really were.
Oh, it was inspiring watching those kids.
It really was. It was, and that's again, the Eagle Cup was so much different than our outings. I really enjoyed doing it. It was fun.
Yeah,
and it's only going to be better this year.
Yeah, I'll say this real quick as well. The colonel had reached out to me. When did I tell you? Monday. When did I speak? Monday. He reached out to me. Hey, Jason, I'm just curious if we're doing this again this year. I said, absolutely. I said, not only are we doing it again, but we have some ideas of how to make it better. He goes, outstanding. I'm so happy you guys are doing this, and can't wait to be involved. Whatever you need. He's actually starting the process now as far as getting the applicants who's going to apply for the scholarship. Yeah. And then we have our own back office stuff that we have to get cracking with as well. But so that's it, guys. Again, May 21st. If you guys are around, fantastic. Drop by. It's $5 per vehicle. If you're not around, then just donate the $5 to those guys anyway. Those kids are awesome. And that's it. Quick plug for those guys.
Okay.
So we have here, we had the best round with handicap, Uncle Tommy. Really, really cool. Closest to the pin. I've never seen this before. We had a tie. Now, I only have one picture, so it looks like we only have one. Actually, this is the birthday boy as well. Okay. Happy birthday, Eddie Wilson. On Sunday was his birthday. I believe he turned, I can say he's a good friend of mine. 55, I believe he turned. He doesn't look 55. He doesn't play golf like he's 55. He damn sure doesn't play softball like he's 55. But happy birthday to Eddie. He tied Chris Delfini, another new member as well, with 23 feet 4 inches for the closest to the pin. But it got me thinking, there's no way it was a tie, right? These guys are just gentlemen and say, you know what, it's close. I don't want to call it. And I don't know. This guy who went second probably didn't want to put 23 feet 3 inches or 2 inches. I don't want to make it look funny. Yeah. We're going to split this because these are the way these guys are.
Okay. That's the way it's supposed to be. I mean, but the logistics that it was actually a real tie.
It can't. It couldn't have happened, right?
Most of the ones we've done, they'll go down to the half or quarter inch.
Right. We've never in TGC had one. Well, I mean, I guess I'm sure they've been close. We only see one winner, but I've never heard people talk about, like, listen, this was close. Oh my God, I missed it by an inch. Like normally it's going to be by at least half a foot, right?
Yeah.
6 inches or more. But how many golfers you have, right? Depends. If you have 100 golfers, then I guess an outing like that.
If you have a really big outing with 100 golfers, something like that, there's the sheet by the end is full of names crossed out with distances.
Yeah, for us with the 40 golfers, if I had to bet, I'd say we probably had maybe 10 guys to 15 guys that were actually,
which is still good. That's really still not bad.
But that was pretty cool, right? So we had our first ever tie. Congratulations, Chris. Congratulations, Eddie. Very cool. You guys got 10 credits coming to you guys. Uncle Tommy, another 20 credits. He actually won the fantasy last week for 20 credits. This week, the fantasy winner, last year's champion, Dennis Gorman. This guy's hot right now.
Explain the fantasy champion.
The fantasy champion. Well, basically, he won. So his sheet won. So the team of 4 that he picked.
Okay, right.
Shot a lower score than the rest of us.
Okay.
So Dennis, he actually messaged me today. I was at work. I forgot to answer him back. And then I was running around trying to get everything set up for the show. Dennis, you did win, buddy. Congratulations to you. Very cool. You beat me by about 20 strokes. That kind of sucked a little bit, but good for you, pal. I'm happy. Dennis Gorman is our winner for this week's fantasy. Next week, Don, you know the players. In a week or two, I'm expecting a sheet to come in from you as well, too.
I will put in a sheet.
There we go. Very, very cool.
I'm not picking you anymore.
Fantasy winners here. So that's pretty much it as far as TGC goes, guys. You got anything for Creamage? Anything else coming up? Or anything else that we should know about? The food. Let's talk about the food real quick, if we can, for a second here. I know that my guy Dennis Gorman, he was very happy at a conversation. How did that conversation go?
He called me out. He said, "I want to hear 1 pork chops." I'm like, I'm the events coordinator, manager over there. So part of my job is to do these things. So you and I were talking before the show. We're talking about how we can do an event with you guys. You have the golf. At the end of the day, you see in our banquet room, and well, whatever, come up with the menu you want. Get your price. It'll be per person. We have our banquet room has TV in there. Guys can stay in there. Put on golf. We'll watch golf. We'll bring you drinks, whatever drinks you want. That's the room. Our banquet room has really been set up really nice.
I think it's perfect for our size.
Absolutely.
Group as well, too.
Even from last year to this year, you've seen the change in the room. This week we had a baby shower on Saturday
And the 75th.
and a 75th, where the way to get the guy through was his son-in-law and his grandson took him golfing, and then they came in after 9 holes through the pro shop and said, okay, let's go get a drink, and then walk through the banquet room, which is in between pro shop and the bar. And that was the surprise. Our food is good. Cool. The golf course is good. If you have an event, you want a baby shower, we've done baby shower, wedding shower, birthday party, or just some type of graduation party or something like that. Call me or contact me or call us.
The only thing I can say about that, though, is if anybody decided to throw me a surprise party and entice me with a round of golf, and then when I got there, found out that not only am I at a baby shower, which is for guys not the most fun thing in the world, but now there's no golf. I don't know how.
Oh no, they took them. No, they did go 9 holes. They did play 9. They played 9.
Okay.
They played 9.
That's a little.
And we're making the turn, and I think it was they want a drink or some. That was the enticement to come down the hall, come through in the banquet room.
That's a little better.
He was quite surprised. He was almost not a 76th birthday party. So
very cool, guys. One last thing, I want another quick plug for the store, guys. We're having a special on right now. Check out on the app the Vero balls right now. I've been using them. I'll tell you what, I actually use the Alexa greens when I shot my 87. I used the Vero whites when I shot my 91. But I'll tell you, around the greens, though, which is what saved me this whole weekend, though, I really did feel like it was a nice feeling. It came off the club nice. I checked the ball a couple times, which I don't normally do, unless I'm using like a Pro V1, which I'm not. This is not
right.
That's the top.
Yes, it's our top.
But the Veros are actually comparable in their golf analysis to a Pro V1. That's what they went against it for. In any case, guys, if you're interested, we have them in stock right now. Check them out. They're Veros. You have the Alexas. You have the events. They're Encore balls. If you want to take a look at them as well. I think we might actually have a gentleman from Encore coming on the show in a couple of weeks as well too.
Good.
And talk a little bit more about the balls that I don't know.
That would be great.
Technical stuff for it. But that being said, it was a great week, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for listening. Don, always a pleasure, buddy.
Always good.
Dave,
to do
thank
this.
Thank you again, brother.
You,
Chris, if you're watching too, I appreciate you guys definitely a lot.
Do you smell that? No, never mind. We
not,
really
not my studio.
We really need we really need to go.
Don't be dropping bombs in my studio, bro.
Ending on the high note.
Guys, all good. We appreciate you guys. Next week, check out Cream Ridge, right? I'm sure it'll be on the website. Don's gonna get me a flyer. We're gonna put it on our page as well.
And again, Chop Sports too.
Be sure to check us out.
We talked about this last week, but very professional. Everybody that sees the video just really comments on how professional.
Appreciate it, man. You guys can check us out, Chop Sports Media on YouTube every day, 11 o'clock.
Okay. Absolutely, guys. All right, on that, I'm out of here. TGC, we'll see you soon. Cream Ridge, I'll see you soon.
Yeah, absolutely. I will be there. I'll be there at the next event. I would have been there earlier on Sunday, but I did have the 75th.
All good. All right, guys. We'll talk to you guys later on, and have a great night.